What is up, guys? WonderBro here. This is a bit weird. I know I'm actually making a video. As most of you know, we've only been doing streams past few years on the channel, but I figured, hey, you know what? I don't plan on streaming today, so maybe it'd be a cool idea to do an old school style video. Whether that becomes a regular thing or not, I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Anyway, there is something I want to talk about today, and that's the fact that I've been doing this for about 7 or 8 years now, if not longer, maybe 9 years, quite some time, many years. And I kind of just wanted to come on here and combine all of the knowledge, you know, from speaking to so many different people, so many different videos and streams, and reading the comments and working with people in the coaching. I just kind of wanted to come on here and do a video where I say, what is the number one thing I've noticed out of all these years of doing this that is holding people back? And the number one thing is looking for the advice to work. That is the number one thing. Now, let me explain what I mean by that, because some of you might be thinking, oh, that doesn't apply to me. Probably applies to you, right? You might be making this mistake. So the number one thing, right? Looking for the instant results, looking for the instant benefits. What happens is people watch my streams, they watch my videos, they get motivated, they get dedicated for a week, for a couple days. They get on board, they get off board, they get on board, they get off board. So they get a symptom, right? They get an intrusive thought, causes a lot of anxiety. They respond with that accepting inner voice, right? They say something to themselves like, hey, it's anxiety. It is what it is, gonna let it be, let it learn, let it burn, you know, whatever their inner voice is. They stop adding that negativity, right? Which is great. That is what we preach. And they allow that thought, they allow that feeling, and they continue living their life. The two keys. But unfortunately, again, what I see happen is, it doesn't bring that instant feeling of satisfaction. In fact, it feels weird to use the accepting inner voice. It doesn't feel like it's putting a dent in anything. It doesn't feel like it's working. It's not supposed to feel like it's working, right? Just because you stopped sending danger signals with your second fear inner voice and you're using that accepting inner voice instead, just because you've stopped sending those danger signals doesn't mean that the amygdala is going to immediately calm down. So people fall on with the advice and then they fall off. They fall on, they fall off, they fall on, they fall off, which is a great first step. But eventually we've got to come to the realization that the advice doesn't work that way. You need to dedicate and use that accepting inner voice and live your life no matter what feelings show up, no matter what thoughts show up, no matter what symptoms show up. And that's where I see a lot of people going wrong. Again, in all the years that I've been doing this, that is where I see people falling short. They do it for a little bit, then they don't. They do it for a little bit, then they don't. And that gets people in this awkward back and forth stage where sometimes they feel okay, you know, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they feel really bad, sometimes they feel really good. And people can get stuck there. They can get stuck there. And again, it's because you're falling off and you're falling on and you're falling off, right? And you're doing that because you're not standing your ground. You must use that accepting inner voice and stop sending the danger signals, aka, to put it simply, being negative with your thoughts and feelings, with what you tell yourself. You must use that accepting, non-engaging inner voice. It is what it is. Let it burn, let it learn, whatever you tell yourself. You must do that and live your life no matter what symptoms show up, no matter if it feels like it's working in the moment or not. You must dedicate to that. It takes time for the brain to catch up. So again, I just thought it would be an interesting video to come on here and say, hey, I've been doing this for many years now, and I think it's fair to say that I can determine what is the number one issue amongst most people, right? Maybe not everybody, but amongst most people. And that is the number one issue. And if you think, you know, if you think on that subject for a little while, you may come to the realization, wow, that's me. Right? Okay, you might realize that, and that's a good realization to make, because that means we can correct it. So anyway, you guys, this is random. Wow, actually doing a video feels strange. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about maybe doing an OG style video here and there when we're not doing a stream. Let me know what you think about that idea. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We'd love to see you over on the live streams. You will miss them if you don't subscribe and ring that bell. So recommend you do that if you want to join our community here. Follow me on, I'm trying to think of everything. Follow me on TikTok, Vacate Fear, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'd love to see you over there on all those different platforms. And until next time, as always, stay awesome.